Today, we're diving into something that's been quietly simmering in the background of the photography world for years, and now, it's finally reaching a boiling point. Yes, we're talking about the long-awaited and much-rumored Fujifilm X Pro 6, the next evolution in one of the most beloved camera lines in the mirrorless photography space. You know that feeling when you've been waiting for something for what feels like forever, but you just know it's going to be worth it? That's exactly what loyal fans of the Fujifilm X Pro series have been experiencing. Despite years of silence and uncertainty, anticipation for the X Pro 6 has never truly faded. And now, finally, we have an official confirmation: the Fujifilm X Pro 6 is real, it's in development, and it's firmly placed on Fujifilm's internal roadmap. A revival in the making. X Pro series isn't dead for those still clutching their X Pro 3, uncertain whether to wait for the next-gen model or jump ship to another camera ecosystem. This confirmation couldn't have come at a better time. In a recent interview following the release of the compact Fujifilm X-E5, members of the Fujifilm development team sat down with media outlets to talk about the future, and yes, the X Pro line was mentioned clearly and deliberately. This isn't the first time Fujifilm has spoken about the X Pro series being alive, but what makes this moment different is the firmness of their stance. During the CP Plus show in Japan earlier this year, Fujifilm hinted at the continuation of the line. But now, Yuji Arashure, a key figure within Fujifilm's camera division, has officially and unequivocally stated that the X Pro 6 is on the way, and not just as an afterthought. It's an important part of their next-generation lineup. In a world filled with fast-paced spec wars and ultra-high frame-rate mirrorless monsters, Fujifilm's reassurance that the X Pro format is here to stay is a big deal. It's not just another APS-C camera, it's a philosophy, a way of shooting, and a tool designed for those who value intentional photography over mindless bursts. Why the X Pro line still matters in 2025. The Fujifilm X Pro series holds a very special place in the photography world. It's not aimed at the spec chasers or the video-first crowd. Instead, it's designed for photographers who crave that analog-digital fusion, where form and function come together in a timeless rangefinder-style body. The hybrid viewfinder, part optical, part electronic, is still unmatched. No other company has committed to offering this kind of dual experience in such a tactile, thoughtful package. It's part nostalgia, part modern innovation, and it's what makes the X Pro so distinct. But after the X Pro 3's release back in 2019, it started to feel like Fujifilm might be drifting away from that niche. As newer models like the X, T5 and X-H2 received cutting-edge upgrades, high-res sensors, fast autofocus systems, better 4K per 6K video, it began to look like the X Pro line might quietly fade into the past. That's why this recent confirmation is such a game-changer. Fujifilm X Pro 6, 6th Gen tech incoming? So, what exactly can we expect from the X Pro 6? While official specs are still under wraps, there are some compelling clues that suggest it won't just be a mild refresh. In fact, there's growing speculation that the X Pro 6 will mark the debut of Fujifilm's 6th-generation sensor and processor technology. That would be a major leap forward. Consider this: the recently launched X-E5, a mid-range compact mirrorless camera, already houses the 40.2MP X-Trans CMOS 5HR sensor and the powerful X Processor 5. If that level of horsepower is now available in an entry-level or mid-range body, then the flagship-style X Pro 6 has to go beyond that to stand out. This leads many to believe that the jump from X Pro 3 straight to X Pro 6, skipping 4 and 5, might not just be superstitious or symbolic, it might signal a new era. 6th Gen technology could mean a redesigned sensor architecture, improved autofocus performance, better ISO handling, and advanced computational features. Think AI-assisted subject tracking, dynamic range enhancement, and color science refinements that elevate Fujifilm's film simulations to even greater heights. A purposeful delay. Why the wait might be worth it. While fans are thrilled to hear the X Pro 6 is coming, the lack of a release date still stings. There's been no official product announcement, no teaser event, and no timeline to circle on the calendar. But if we analyze Fujifilm's typical development cycles, 2026 seems like the most likely launch window. Why the delay? The most probable reason is that Fujifilm is aiming to craft something truly different, not just iterate. That takes time. Especially when you consider that the X Pro series isn't about throwing specs at a wall, it's about designing a camera with soul. The X Pro 6 needs to feel different, and Fujifilm knows that. What do photographers want from the Fujifilm X Pro 6? So, what should Fujifilm deliver to make the X Pro 6 a worthy successor? 1. Refined hybrid viewfinder. The heart of the X Pro line is its hybrid viewfinder, improving its brightness, clarity, responsiveness, and low-light performance without losing the analog feel will be crucial. perhaps even making the optical/electronic switching process smoother and more intuitive. Point 2. Compact yet durable body. A slightly more streamlined chassis would be ideal, something lighter, but still rugged. Keep the weather sealing, retain the metal build, but shave off a few grams. This is a camera meant to be worn, not just carried. Point 3. Thoughtful rear screen design. The X Pro 3's hidden flip-down screen was daring, but divisive. While some photographers loved the minimalist, distraction-free approach, others found it limiting. A middle ground would be a sleek, partially tilting screen that remains discreet but functional for composing at odd angles. Point 4. Improved low-light performance. Not every street scene happens at golden hour. Users need a camera that performs beautifully in shadow-heavy, high-contrast environments. A new sensor with enhanced low-light sensitivity and dynamic range could bring the X Pro 6 into the modern era without sacrificing character. Point 5. Quiet, responsive shutter and fast AF for street, reportage, and candid work. The shutter sound and autofocus responsiveness matter more than you'd think. A quieter mechanical shutter and faster, smarter AF tracking could make this camera the ultimate tool for street photographers, not just for nostalgia. The new age of retro-modern cameras. With retro-style digital cameras gaining popularity among both professionals and hobbyists, the X Pro 6 has the chance to capitalize on this movement in a meaningful way. But it needs to do so by embracing real innovation, not just retro aesthetics. Cameras like the Leica Q3 and Nikon ZF have shown that there's a real demand for vintage-styled bodies with cutting-edge internals. The X Pro 6 can lead this pack by offering a uniquely hybrid shooting experience that doesn't compromise. Final thoughts. Let's recap where we stand. The Fujifilm X Pro 6 is officially confirmed. It's currently in development with potential 6th gen tech.no official launch date has been revealed, but 2026 seems likely. Fujifilm appears to be carefully crafting something meaningful, not rushed. In an era when mirrorless innovation is often synonymous with bigger, faster, more megapixels, the X Pro series reminds us that experience matters too. The feel of the dials, the framing through the hybrid finder, the intentionality of each shot. If Fujifilm can deliver that nostalgic essence while adding modern tools photographers need in 2025 and beyond, the X Pro 6 could be a classic in the making.